This message is specifically for two women who have been working in secret to damage your relationships and erode your trust. It's not a general warning, it's meant for you. The people you believe to be supporting you are actually the ones trying to break apart the connections you cherish. These two women may seem friendly on the surface, but their private actions are designed to isolate you from those you care about. They've been spreading doubts about your character and intentions to the people close to you. Slowly, they've managed to cause a distance between you and your loved ones without you noticing immediately. What's alarming is that their behavior has recently intensified. What started as occasional negative comments has turned into a deliberate effort to ruin your reputation and relationships. The upcoming weeks will be crucial. Whether their plan succeeds or fails depends on whether you recognize and counter their manipulations. If you've sensed a shift in your relationships recently, your instincts are right. Bonds that once felt solid may now feel strained for no apparent reason. There's an invisible campaign against you, and now it's time to understand exactly what you're facing. Recognizing what's happening is essential. You've likely felt a change, like friends becoming distant or conversations feeling off. If you've noticed hesitation or awkward silences when mentioning certain people, it's likely because these individuals have been exposed to negative information about you. They may not have addressed it with you directly. Even social circles where you once felt included may now seem to exclude you, and you might find out about events only after they've taken place. These are signs of manipulation, and it's time to act before it escalates further. The primary person behind this campaign is likely someone you've trusted deeply, perhaps a close friend or confidant. This individual seems supportive but is actually working behind your back to tear down your reputation. She's not interested in your well-being, but in gathering information that can be used against you. This woman has a history of isolating others after falling out with them, driven by her own insecurity. Your success and positive qualities threaten her social standing and self-image. This woman uses a tactic called sympathy speaking, where she discusses your personal issues with mutual connections, portraying herself as the compassionate one. But in reality, she's using your vulnerabilities to subtly damage your credibility. She paints you as unreliable or unstable, even though it's all part of a calculated effort to undermine your relationships. If you recognize these behaviors, you've identified the main person behind this campaign. The secondary figure in this trust-breaking scheme is more passive. She plays the role of an amplifier, agreeing with doubts others express about you and subtly reinforcing negative narratives. While she may not have any direct issues with you, she participates because it aligns her with the first woman. This second woman reinforces the narrative, pretending to care about your well-being, while planting seeds of doubt in your character. This makes it appear as though many people share concerns about you, even though it's just the first woman's negative ideas being repeated. Together, these two women control the narrative. They gather information about your vulnerabilities, then share bits of it with different people in your life, ensuring that no one gets the full picture. They manipulate by acting as intermediaries, preventing direct communication between you and others. This strategy isolates you from your closest supporters, making it easier for them to damage your reputation and relationships. Their actions are strategic and not random. They see your authenticity and strong relationships as a threat to their own status. They may escalate their efforts during significant moments in your life, such as when you achieve something or experience changes in your relationships, in an attempt to weaken your support network when you need it most. Their actions are driven by envy and insecurity, not genuine concern, and recognizing this is key to stopping their campaign. The manipulative tactics they use are based on common psychological strategies. They project their own negative behaviors onto you, creating confusion and deflecting attention from their own actions. They also share selective information to distort the truth, making it seem like they're not lying but just revealing partial truths. One of their most effective tools is social proof, creating a false consensus that others are concerned about you, which makes their campaign seem more credible. Understanding the manipulative tactics they're using is critical to protecting your relationships. This knowledge empowers you to recognize and counter their efforts before they cause irreparable damage. Awareness is key. By strengthening your real connections, keeping communication open, and staying grounded in the trust you've built, you can neutralize their efforts without worsening the situation. Take proactive steps to protect your relationships and shield them from these trust-breaking tactics. Social relationships can often be tricky, especially when others try to create doubt or division. Recognizing subtle shifts in your social world is crucial, particularly when manipulation is at play. Two women, who initially seem friendly, can impact your connections by working behind the scenes to isolate you from those you care about. Their goal is to create doubt and confusion, making you question your relationships. Recognizing these tactics early on is essential for protecting the connections that matter most to you. If you've noticed certain friends or groups distancing themselves or hesitating when you discuss certain things, it could be due to manipulation. These women plant doubts in others' minds, and while their methods are subtle, they cause growing distance. These shifts aren't random, they're part of a deliberate effort to break your trust and create confusion. If you're feeling the strain, trust your instincts. You're not imagining it. It's important to identify the individuals behind these tactics. The main player is likely someone you've trusted deeply, someone you've shared personal details with. This person isn't genuinely concerned for you but uses the information they gather to tear you down. This behavior has likely shown up in previous relationships, where this person isolated others after conflicts. Their actions stem from insecurity. They see your success and positive qualities as a threat. The second woman involved plays a passive role, amplifying the first woman's negative narrative. She may not have a direct issue with you but joins in because it benefits her. She confirms the doubts others have about you, making the manipulation seem more credible. By pretending to care about you, she strengthens the negative narrative created by the first woman. These women use a predictable pattern of manipulation to maximize damage while minimizing detection. The first phase often involves gathering personal information from you, your vulnerabilities, insecurities, and struggles under the guise of support. This information is shared selectively, ensuring that each person receives only part of the story. This creates a fragmented narrative, preventing people from comparing notes. As the manipulation intensifies, triangulation occurs. The women position themselves as mediators, claiming to resolve conflicts while actually preventing direct communication. Their goal is to keep the conflict unresolved, ensuring that you're isolated from your support system. They typically target your closest relationships, those that are most important to your emotional well-being, so that they can more easily break your trust. Their motivations are deeply rooted in their insecurity. Your achievements, success, and authentic relationships threaten their social standing. Instead of focusing on improving themselves, they try to diminish others. They likely view your ability to form meaningful connections as a reflection of their own inadequacies. Their insecurity drives their destructive behavior, turning admiration into jealousy. As you recognize these patterns, it's important to respond in ways that protect your relationships and maintain your integrity. Start by directly addressing any changes you notice in your relationships. Ask simple, non-accusatory questions like, "I've noticed some distance between us. Has everything been okay?" This opens the door for honest conversation and helps clarify any misunderstandings. Approach these conversations calmly and with the goal of maintaining trust, not creating further conflict. In addition to open communication, it's essential to demonstrate consistency in your behavior. Align your actions with your values, making it clear that any negative narratives are inconsistent with who you truly are. When misunderstandings arise, address them directly with the individuals involved, rather than letting third parties mediate. This prevents triangulation and shows your commitment to resolving issues honestly. Protecting your emotional well-being is just as important as protecting your relationships. Establish clear boundaries and practice self-care. Keep your self-worth separate from the false narratives being spread about you. These manipulative behaviors reflect the insecurities of others, not your true character. By maintaining privacy and sharing personal details only with trusted people, you reduce the ammunition available to those who want to harm you. Practices like meditation, journaling, or counseling can help you stay emotionally resilient. Building a reliable support network is key. Identify the individuals who have consistently supported you, those who stand by you, regardless of outside pressure. These are the people who demonstrate loyalty and fairness. Deepen your connections with these individuals, maintaining transparency and regular communication. This network will help prevent isolation and provide the emotional strength you need during tough times. Through these experiences, valuable lessons will emerge, helping you grow. Navigating these challenges will improve your ability to discern between authentic connections and manipulative ones. You'll learn to set boundaries and handle future relationship challenges better, deepening your authenticity. These difficult situations can ultimately strengthen you, giving you the clarity needed to build more resilient and genuine relationships in the future. If you feel called to support this mission of spreading divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $5, $10, $20 or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.